everybody. This is Cindy with Monarch Mom DIY, and I am coming to you with a requested video. This is my first time filming in this area, so I'm really hoping that you're able to see what I'm talking about. I had done a video a little over a week ago on Saturday of my spring craft show, and I showed some of my traveler's notebooks that I have made that I was selling at that event. And I had asked if you guys wanted to see any tutorials of any of the numerous things that I had shown, and this one got by far the most requests. So I'm going to start by showing you how to make a traveler's notebook of your own. If you're not familiar what a traveler's notebook is, it's basically a book-like cover that holds numerous smaller notebooks or inserts with elastic bands. The reason I love traveler's notebooks, of all the types of planners I've tried, spiral bound, the metal rings that open and close, is because a traveler's notebook, in my opinion, is the most customizable, convenient, and it can be very cute and creative way to have a planner with you that is fun to look at and also very functional. So these are some of the these three are ones that I had shown in my video. This one here is not one that I made multiples of to actually sell, but this is what's considered a standard size traveler's notebook. I don't remember the exact dimensions. I believe it's 4 by 8 basically, or maybe a little less than 4. This is a standard size insert. So I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of how customizable this can be for you. Because there are many pieces that can go into a traveler's notebook, our video today is going to focus on the cover. Making a cover, whether it's a small size all the way up to what's called a B6. This holds 5" by 7" inserts. This one holds, I believe it's 3.5 by 5.5, and this one holds little 3" by 4" size mini composition books. Because it is so customizable and the cover is necessary for all of them, and the method for making the cover is the same no matter what size you're making. So today's video is going to focus on how to make a traveler's notebook cover. Before I go on though, I want to say this is not my original idea. I watched, before I even ever started or thought of starting my own YouTube channel, I watched many YouTube videos on how to make these because I am a planner girl. I love planners. I usually bounce from one type of planner to another, and I watched many videos. The two YouTubers that I mostly have gotten my inspiration from are Lyric Lover 810 and KSP Luisa. So I'm going to link their YouTube channels in my description here because I have gotten many of these tips and tricks from those two YouTubers. Okay, with that being said, also because there are so many different sizes, I am going to start with this chunky guy here. I love this one. The inserts are just 3 of these mini composition notebooks. I had a package out so I could show you. Here they are. Okay, this set of 3 you can get at Walmart for 88 cents. There is a set of 3 you can get at Dollar Tree for $1. However, they cost more and they don't have as many pages in them, but they work just as well. These are stitched binding, okay? That's really important for when you're using a traveler's notebook. All right, I promise this video is not going to be an hour long, but I do want to show you how easily these notebooks slide in and out when you have these elastic bands. Future videos I will plan on showing how to create your own pen loops, how to create other types of inserts that can go in your TNs. I'm going to call them TNs from now on because that's short for traveler's notebooks. Okay, so what we're going to make today is a cover like this. This measures 5 inches by 8 inches and has 4 elastic strings. Now you'll notice I only had 3 notebooks in here. A 4th notebook would probably be a little too thick, but as we move on in this series, I'll show you some other things you can add in here for extra customizability. Not sure if that's a word. If so, if not, I just made it up. And I'm going to show you how to put the elastic in, how to punch the holes for the elastic, and so on. Because I do a lot of DIYs with Dollar Tree items, I also want to give you some Dollar Tree versions that you can do. Okay, you'll notice probably from the shine that this is a laminated cover. All these covers that I showed you are cardstock that is laminated. Laminators are not that expensive. Honestly, I don't know if I can pull this into the frame for you. I can't. This is a Scotch laminator. I got it at Walmart. It was $20. Really, really great investment well, I'm a teacher, so that's why I had it originally, but it's great for making these covers and they last a really long time. And so Walmart is fairly universal, easy place to find these things. So most of my covers are laminated. However, I understand that not everyone is going to go out and buy a $20 laminator and the laminating sheets. So I wanted to first give you a couple alternatives, what you could use at the Dollar Tree for covers. This is a pocket folder that I got last year at back to school. Actually, I have 2 different ones. This one, you could see through it a little bit, but it's more of a white background with the cactuses. This one is pretty much clear with some flowers. So 2 alternatives. You can pick these up for $1. This would actually make 4, I think, let's see. Yes, you could make 4 Traveler's Notebook covers with 1 folder. So 25 cents to get a cover. All right, so pocket folders. Another alternative are these plastic placemats. Okay, find a design you like. I would say probably one that doesn't have words on it, unless, you know, you want words on it. Again, you could get, let's see, if you were really careful with your cutting, you could get 4 covers this size out of 1 placemat. So I have used both of those in the past. Another idea I had that probably would need lamination is this gift bag. I just thought this was gorgeous. I don't know how to describe it. It's not the super glossy finish. It's more of like a silky smooth on both sides, and this thing is huge. I thought the marble was really pretty, so I will probably show you how you could cut this up in, man, you could make 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 8 out of this one gift bag. It's the giant, I don't know, what do you call this? All occasion, oh, I have a ruler right here, duh. 18 inches tall by about 13 inches wide. So, a gift bag. Now, it is white on the inside, so if you're fine with the white inside of your cover, then you could just laminate one side of it. If you want double-sided print, you could glue 2 pieces together. All right, another couple alternatives. Wrapping paper. Again, this is going to be white on the other side and pretty thin, so I would take 2 pieces, glue them together, and then laminate for my cover. One more idea. These little gift bags come in a set of 2 for $1. I really thought these lemons and flowers were super cute. You could make, you probably would have to go this way. Okay, probably just 1 cover if you're wanting it double-sided. Another cute thing would be, this would be the outside of the cover, like this, and this would be the inside, or vice versa. So just, it's all about looking at things and seeing how you can use them in different ways. That's something that I'm really enjoying doing with my YouTube channel. All right, we're already coming up on 10 minutes, so I'm probably just going to record the rest and kind of speed it up a little bit and do voiceover. So again, I'm going to show you how to make this cover for 3 of these mini composition books. And please give me any comments, questions if something doesn't make sense. I will show you some of the tools that I'll be using. But don't get overwhelmed with the tools, because I'll also talk about alternatives you can use, so you're not having to go out and spend a lot of money if you want to make yourself, or even for gifts, some of these little traveler's notebooks. Also, let me know, since I'm just making this one today, what other sizes you're interested in. Are you interested in, this is a personal pocket size that has some smaller like calendars in it. Are you interested in the pen loops more? What else do you guys want to see? I'm really excited to share what I've learned with you all, and I hope you really enjoy this video. So give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and share this video with anyone else you know that likes planners but is also on a budget and really doesn't want to go out and have to spend $30 every time you want to change the outside of your planner. All right, guys, here we go. Hope you enjoy. All right, so the first thing I want to do is show how we can use a gift bag like this to make a TN cover. I'm just cutting it a little so that I can get the nice big flat pieces. I'm doing this kind of quickly. If I would have taken my time and measured, I could have gotten 2 covers out of this at least. So I'm trying to get 2 pieces that are flat back to back, and I'm going to trim them so that they're 8 inches wide by 5 inches tall. See, I'm definitely cutting a lot of extra off that I could have used to make a second cover. Next time. So I definitely would use a wet glue normally, but for the sake of the video, I'm just using my ATG gun to stick these 2 pieces together. I want to especially get around the edges and in the middle where the spine is going to be. I want to make sure they're secure so that when I laminate them, they're not going to pull apart. This is a corner chomper by We Are Memory Keepers. It has a 1/4 inch side and a 1/2 inch side, so you can do 2 different roundings of corners. I'm going to round these and then stick it all the way into my laminating sleeve. Since I have extra laminating, I'm going to go ahead and cut another cover with this double-sided cardstock scrapbook paper. It's a kit that I purchased, I believe it was at Hobby Lobby. It has a variety of papers that all coordinate together. I rounded the corners and I'm going to stick this in so I can just laminate both of them at the same time. So here I'm just sending this through the laminator, and I'm actually going to send it through 2 times just to make sure it gets all the way sealed completely. Here I'm showing you an example of one of the type of kits you can get at Hobby Lobby that has 12 by 12 double-sided papers. It's great because they all coordinate and even have stickers. Okay, now I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to try and make an equal edging all the way around. And what I'm doing is, if you can see where the paper trimmer will actually cut, I'm lining the edge of the scrapbook paper up with the edge of that white. That leaves maybe like 1/8 of an inch border all the way around so my lamination doesn't come undone. Next, I'm going to score the middle of the cover, which would be at 4 inches, and then 1/2 inch on either side. I'm using here what's called a scoring tool. You can buy them fairly inexpensively. They have like a little metal ball on the end. These lines are going to help us know where to punch our holes in our covers. Here I'm showing you some of the different types of elastic. These two that say on a string you can buy at Hobby Lobby in their jewelry section. They're normally I think like $2.99. I usually buy them on sale, and these were actually on clearance for like 74 cents. They are a 2mm elastic. The tools I'm going to use here are a 1/8 inch hole punch, and you'll see I'm going to punch about 1/8 of an inch up from the edge of the page and do a hole in the middle and one on either side. I'm going to make 3 holes on the top of my cover and 3 holes on the bottom. Now, in order to punch my hole in the middle, I do need to use this Big Bite Crocodile that you see to the right. It reaches farther than a normal hole punch. You could do this possibly with a nail to save buying the equipment, but I knew I would use it a lot, so I went ahead and got it with a coupon. I'm going to show you how to string this elastic 2 different times. So if you don't catch it the first time, hopefully you'll catch it the second. I'm starting with my cover open, so I'm holding the inside towards me. Starting at the bottom right, I'm going to come in, go up to the top right, around to the middle top, down to the middle bottom, around to the bottom left, up to the top left. Then each of those strings are going to come back to the middle and then tie together to form our 4th elastic. And now to do the elastic that goes around to hold our book shut, you're going to use a 10-inch length, fold it in half, and send the folded end through the hole from the inside to the outside. Then you're going to tie a loose knot and just see how snug it goes around. Tighten your knot and cut off the excess. And here I'm going to show you how I slide in these 3 notebooks from my other cover, just so you can see how it works. Okay, like I promised, I'm going to string 1 more cover. This time I'm using black elastic, so it may be a little easier to see. Okay, so I thought I would go ahead and show you how to cover these little notebooks, and then we'll be able to put them in one of the covers that we made just a little bit ago. Okay, this was, we strung it with the black elastic. This was the double-sided cardstock that I laminated. However, these could go in the gift bag cover we made. I also went ahead and strung the 2 folder ones just to show you. You could even, these are actually pretty cute. You could stick these in here without even covering them. But you need to find the middle. And where's the middle? The middle is where you see the stitching. I'm not there yet. Close, close. Anyway, you don't have to cover your little notebooks. That's just an extra. If you want to, you could just take these and slide them onto your elastics and you're good to go. Especially these ones from Walmart. They come in these 3 colors. So if you don't care about the color, Just leave them like this, and that saves you some extra materials. But for this cover, I'm going to use 3 other papers that were in this same kit. They all kind of coordinate together. This is the other side that I'm not using. For each mini composition book, you need 2 sheets of cardstock that are 4.5 by 5 3/4. So I just went ahead and got those already cut off camera. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take either a glue stick. I like to use this ATG gun, and you're going to pretty much cover most of the cover of your notebook with the adhesive. I start by going around the edges. Notice I did not cover the black. The black spine looks really nice, so I went right up to it. So I went around the rectangle and then a few lines to kind of fill in the space there. If any's hanging over, you can just kind of rub it forward onto this blue cover. All right, so you're going to take your cardstock on the 4.5 inch side. I'm going to line it up as best I can on this black edge, and I'm also looking at the top and bottom to try and make sure it is even. I tend to, if I'm going to err, I try to cut a little extra when I'm trimming my paper, and then I can trim it if it bothers me. So I've got it stuck on the front cover here. Next, I'm going to take a bone folder. You could do this with you know, anything that has kind of an edge. You could do it with a pen cap, and I just kind of score against the cover, and it's just going to help me fold this over. Okay, so this is this method was shown to me on YouTube by Lyric Lover 810, and she is the one who, to my knowledge, came up with these dimensions of cutting the cardstock to get it to fit perfectly and kind of wrap around the cover. It gives it a nice clean edge. So when you open your book, there's the front cover, and then when you open it, it's mostly covered on the inside. It's very nice. So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the back. 1, 2. Now before I cover this one, notice on these notebooks it is a rounded edge, so I'm going to use my 1/2 inch corner rounder that I used earlier when I was making my covers. Since this is not directional print, it doesn't matter that right now my notebook is upside down, because this print, it does not matter. So you can see here I cut this one a little short somehow. So what I might do, since this is the back of my notebook, I might go ahead and adhere the paper this way. This is good for you to see my little mistake. Now I could have just, since it was the back, I could have just let a little bit of blue show, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shorten this. Kind of make a line here with my scissors. I can just trim it straight, and then fold it over the same way. It just won't cover as much of the inside back cover, but I'm okay with that. Alright, so just do my, if it really bothered me, I would cut a new piece of the cardstock, but I'm fine, especially because it's the inside of the back cover. So that's going to be my book. Alright, so same thing. Once I have that crease, put a little bit of adhesive just so it doesn't come up off of the book. Alright, and then my last step, you could keep these corners straight if you wanted, but because the pages are rounded, I'm going to go ahead and round the 2 outside corners of my book so they all kind of match up. You probably could use the 1/4 inch round if you wanted, but I just went ahead and did the 1/2. So there you go. So there's one of my books. And doesn't take me forever to find the center. Sometimes it is a little tricky. But I'll just do one on camera and then do the rest off. Don't want to have to count. I think I'm a couple. All right, there we go. There, I don't know if you can see it on camera. You can see the stitching. I'm right in the middle of my book now. So I'm gonna put this one in the front. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cover the other two and I'll be right back. All right, so here is our little chunky TN with the elastic on the cover that we made. And here is our first little notebook. You can see the elastic is in the middle, holding it in. Our second one, front and back with the elastic. And our third one, front and back with the elastic. Also, you do have that fourth string, and like I said, in some upcoming videos, I'll show you some other things you can do with that other string. So again, let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, maybe if there's a particular size you want to see me do next, a type of traveler's notebook. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this for my first TN tutorial, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!